This video is brought to you by Patreon. Support Cyberborgtronic at patreon.com. Links below in the description. Another day, another unboxing, and this time it's something quite interesting I couldn't pass. It's an NES Bluetooth controller made from the people at 8bitdo. Yes, 8bitdo. So basically it's a controller made for Android, iOS, Windows, and Mac. And as a plus, you can even use it as a controller for your Wii and Wii U. Not sure if the hardware needs to be updated to use it on your Wii or Wii U though, but in any case, let's begin the unboxing. And as always, children, remember, safety first. So there's the NES controller once the lid has been lifted, but before we can get to the main event, let's take a look at the other contents inside the box. As always, there's the instruction manual, which this time is highly suggested to read because it tells you how to hook it up to the device you're going to be using. What's interesting is that you have different modes of installation if one or the other doesn't work. Next up we have some goodies, and by goodies I mean a USB cable and a keychain. The keychain does look nice and sturdy, great quality and artwork on the keychain from 8bitdo. Next up is the USB cable, because of course a Bluetooth controller does need charging. On an awesome note though, I do like the color of the cable which matches the controller itself. Now onto our main event, the controller. On the front of the controller you have your D-pad select and start button, and of course your A, B, X, Y, and on the bottom and back there's nothing at all, and you might have noticed the removable stand, but we'll get to that later. And finally on the top you have your shoulder buttons, which are L and R, and the micro USB port. So in overall, here's how the controller looks. It has a good build quality to it, but now let's see how it performs in action. Hooking up the controller is very easy, and the phone fits perfectly on the stand. Of course, you are limited on the games you can play since the controller doesn't have joysticks, and some games don't even feature a remapping options for the controls, so when you're on the selection screen, you'll have to manually touch the screen to play. Most notably is the game I'm testing, which you can see now, which is called Reaper. But aside from that, gameplay is perfect when using the controller. But I mostly found myself playing emulation games with this controller, as the games control perfectly instead of the on-screen buttons, which are clunky at times. But playing on a small screen is a drag for some people. Cyber's suggestion would be when playing on a tablet, please use a case or a sturdy stand, as the one that comes with the controller is wobbly and the viewing angle is really bad. And overall, this controller is highly recommended to people who like to play classic console games on emulators, people who also play classic games from the Wii Shop or Wii U. NES Remix plays perfectly with this controller, and also it's also recommended to people who mostly play 2D platformers. This is a great vintage Bluetooth controller to have if you're a fan of the olden games. And with that said, this has been Cyberborgtronic. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.